My name is Fraser.
My name is Mark.
And we are the hosts of the geekiest show alive. To the outside world, we're ordinary geeks.
But in the Fab International Studios, we talk comics and find other geeks just like us. This is Geek of the Week.
You ready?
I'm ready.
It's time
Oh, good grief.
for Trade Off.
I'm so sorry.
Get your comics from the loft.
You don't have a lot.
It's time for Trade Off.
Don't do that again.
I'm going to do it every week.
I know you are.
I might do a pre-record. Nah,
So-
actually, I'm going to do it every week.
Just-
I can perfect it more. But yeah, you are.
There are dogs in pain because of that.
You are correct. I do not have a loft, so that is a bit of a lie. But
Ugh.
trade-off, basically, me and Mark have very
Mark and I.
Mark and him. No, it's Mark. It's me. It's not you.
Get on with it.
Who's this I? Are you cheating on me? Are you doing radio shows without me? With a guy called I? What even name is I?
Get on with it. We've got like about 3 minutes for this.
So, I'm family friendly. I love all the family friendly comics. Marvel, DC, Archie, IDW, all them. Mark is more of an adult.
Yeah,
And
I like
he
horror
likes
and
sci-fi
and I do dabble with a bit of-
image.
Yeah.
So typically, I give Mark a family-friendly book. He gives me an image book. This week, I gave him Vader. What did you think about Vader?
Well, I was sceptical. A bad guy as the main character. Yeah, that's lovely. Well done. But a bad guy as the main character. Just, I wasn't sure it would work, but I was wrong. This is Vader.
You know what I've just done?
What?
Breathed a big sigh of relief.
Good.
Or Vader has.
Well, it was, and I found the story completely compelling, and it was really interesting. And right, love me some Jabba the Hutt.
Oh,
and it opens with Vader and Jabba, and that is what surely every Star Wars fan wants to see. That I'm not, I like Star Wars. I'm not a massive Star Wars fan like you get like the really dedicated fans, but I do like me some Star Wars.
I do love a bit of Star Wars.
I did mark out for a bit of Vader and a bit of Jabba hanging, and that was good. That was good. There's been some really bad Star Wars fiction over the years. Less so since the new Disney stuff.
Yeah, the sort of new canon has sort of cleaned it all up. There's less Luke clones.
I wasn't optimistic about this book, and I was really pleasantly surprised. Really, really was. And I do want to read some more of it.
I'm glad.
You're going to have to lend me that.
Oh, yeah, I'll lend it you all. There's Dr. Aphra as well, who gets introduced into this. But this came at a very great time for me, because we got a load of Vader books and load of Vader in the medium, really, to be honest. There was a book called Lords of the Sith, which I devoured. This, and then we had Rogue One, where he was sort of appearing and stuff like that. So I read the book and I was like, reading about Vader just destroying people, I was like, this is so cool. Yeah. And then in the comic, I got to see it. And then in Rogue One, that scene at the end, I was like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. Like, literally, Rogue One could have been a turd in space, and that scene would have just made me go, yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
Total quality film.
That film and this book very much re-established just how much of an absolutely murderous, frightening nightmare Vader is. And that's exactly what they need for the character.
It's interesting as well to talk about your concerns is like having him as the lead, because the 6 Star Wars films, the originals and the prequels, are, they're Skywalker stories, but they're more specifically an Anakin Skywalker story. It's sort of like his rise, his fall, and then his redemption. So it's interesting to see him, because he technically is the lead of this. All Star Wars movies are Skywalker sagas, and he's a big part of it, which is why I think he makes a great lead in all these, like we say, the books, the film, and in the films, and in this comic.
It's such an unconventional thing to have a bad guy as the lead,
exactly,
but it works so well.
I do love as well that he just chills on Mustafa. It's like, it's so metal and it's so tortured soul, and like literally the lava is his physical representation of all his anger building up, and he uses that to fuel it, and it makes him more powerful. And I'm just like, oh, Vader, you're just an epic fictional character.
He is.
all the stuff behind it. It's just, oh my goodness.
On the quality of Vader, it made me trust the Marvel run of Star Wars comics. And I've been reading stuff like Chewbacca and Captain Phasma, two of my favourite characters, subsequently because I read this book. So thank you.
Just to finish off with a little tidbit for all of you, Star Wars actually helped save Marvel when they were struggling. Star Wars, the comic sales actually saved them.
I can believe that.
There you go.
To listen to Geek of the Week, be sure to tune in next week. Same geek time, same geek channel.
And if you want to follow us on social media, it's at GOTW Radio on Twitter. Search for Geek of the Week Radio Show on Facebook. And to listen again, it's www.mixcloud.com/Geek of the Week Radio Show.